welcome to Rapid Reviews Radio Podcast, episode 271. I am your co-host, Kiley Wilde. I'm joined by my ever-present co-host, Pete Beckett.
Hello.
And a gallery of special guests just for you, our lovely listeners. But, well, no, I'm going to go ahead and say who they are. Their names is Alex and Tim. And also we have Nana here. So,
hello?
This is going to be an interesting way of doing things. I'm going to say Nana is going to introduce our lovely, wonderful guests. So, Nana, why don't you introduce our guests to the wonderful audience watching? Holy crap.
All right. Okay, so yeah. We have Alex and Tim of GalXE Games. I reached out to them because I was a big fan of like their demo for Multiplanetary, the game they're currently working on, and I was a bit interested in their story, and I decided I wanted to interview them.
I love it. And we welcome them very much. We welcome both of you, Alex and Tim. Woo! Applause.
Thank you. Very glad to be here.
Yeah, welcome to the show, and thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. You taking time out of your schedules to talk to us.
Yes. And this is the part of the show where I like to ask everyone how they've been, what they've been playing. And I always start with our guests. So, Alex.
Hi. Yeah. No. So I just recently got a Switch too, and I have been putting hundreds of hours into an unhealthy amount into Mario Kart.
There's Pete's taking his subtle drink out of his Switch 2 mug.
I didn't do such a thing.
I took the charger out of my room because I need to stop putting hours into Mario Kart in bed.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, Pete got a Switch 2 as well. And Mike Tindo, one of our listeners, they're Pete and Mike, they do Nintendo stuff.
We've done some Nintendo-based content over the years.
They've been known.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So Tim, what about you? What have you been playing around with this week?
Yeah, I mean, when I'm not programming, I'm usually just on Minecraft.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I didn't realise I was talking to my nephew, who plays Minecraft quite a lot too. Who's also into programming as well.
Yeah, they do go hand in hand, I think.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, Minecraft fans love to make mods and stuff. So.
Oh, gosh,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my nephew has picked up Game Builder Garage for Switch, and he's like really into that. So.
Oh, that's very
cool. So you may have a future programmer on your hands there.
There you go.
I'll send him your way.
Yes, send him over there.
It's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see. Well, it's good to see anyone in those fields. Personally, I like it. But yes, Nana, what about you? What have you been playing?
So I did have a pretty busy week, so I did manage to play like a few things. The main thing this week was Slime Rancher, actually.
Yay!
Yeah, cool. So I've been playing that. I enjoy it quite a bit. I do wonder if there's like a bit more to it though, just because of the way it's going, since you need keys to unlock things, even though you're like ranching and stuff. So yeah, I'm wondering where that's gonna go. And then I've also been playing Cat's Quest. I am at the point where you need to do a bunch of side quests to level up pretty much, and
grinding.
Yeah, grinding pretty much. Like I'm enjoying it, but yeah, so, it's a little bit.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least you've got 2 more games to like keep you going afterwards as well.
That is true. Yep.
Yeah.
And then just today, I decided to start Mega Man Battle Network again.
Nice.
Yeah, and that game is really fun. You know, I really love the RPG systems in that game. But yeah, that's pretty much been my week.
Excellent. Awesome. Nice. Pete, I can take a big guess what you've been playing, but I'm gonna let you tell the audience. Pete, what you been playing?
Week's been relatively busy, so not had a lot of chance to really play many games, if I'm honest.
Okay.
So today, got around to installing my new graphics card, so I was just playing a lot of a lot of things just to test things. So played just one round basically of Helldivers 2, because it was a game that was notorious for being quite framey, let's say, on my old graphics card. So pleased to report that I'm now getting above 60 frames and staying at stable. So always quite nice, but I think there is still a bit of a CPU bottleneck, so that might be a bit of a problem going forward, but we'll see. Tried a bit of Arc Raiders as well. Also the same thing, was just a quick jump in just to see how it looked and ran, and it was perfectly fine. Main game that I have been playing is Resident Evil Requiem. Finished my second run through on it, and I played this one exclusively on the Steam Deck. And
how did it play? Because I haven't played it on the Steam Deck.
It is surprisingly decent. Obviously, it's like not going to look as pretty as it does on PC, PS5, all those, and it does run at 30 frames per second, which it's not horrendous. It's at least a stable 30 frames per second. There are a couple of moments where it does get a little bit choppy, and you might have a little bit of a slowdown, but then it sort of picks back up and stays back to a stable frame rate.
Yeah.
I did my run on casual because I was trying to mop up some other things, and unfortunately didn't manage to get it below 4 hours, which is a shame because that was what I was hoping for, because there's an achievement in that.
I was going to say, is there an achievement?
Yeah, there's like CP points for it that you have to get for completing under 4 hours, and I got 6, and I was like, oh, this is so disappointing, I'm going to have to do it again. But yeah, so second playthrough probably, and I did it a little bit differently this time because I played third person with Grace, and there's a lot of things that you notice in the third person mode that wasn't in first person, like when you're being chased by an enemy, she is actually fully sprinting rather than just jogging.
Oh gosh, because it feels like she's going through mud.
Yeah. So it's a bit strange, but yeah, quite enjoyed my second playthrough. Probably not as much as the first playthrough, but that's because I was just skipping all the story and just playing it and trying to enjoy myself. And yeah, I'd say the second playthrough was still decent, still not bad. I still have issues with the story though, but we'll get to that when you finish it.
I was gonna say, no spoilies. No spoilies for me.
So that's mostly been it from me. Kylie, what about you?
Right. Well, so I took a detour on Monday. Mondays I usually am streaming. I'm trying to stream all of the Bendy universe things because I didn't play it when it originally came out. But this Monday I took a detour and I played a game that appeals to me, but it's the type of game that appeals to me, and then Pete is like, I hate it, why would you ever play that or submit it as Game of the Year? And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be the same kind. It was, what was it called? Glitch Spanker.
Did it come out this year?
Nana, did it come out this year?
I have to check. I didn't look that up, actually.
Okay. I'm going to have a quick look while you're talking.
It's an homage to the 90s, much like the other ones that I played that Pete hates. It's so funny. The sense of humor is so on par with my sense of humor, which is Deadpool and Goat Simulator and just goofy, dumb, stupid, juvenile humor. Because you have a hand that goes around spanking things. Not, booties and stuff, just stuff.
No, that's just how it progresses through the game.
Yeah. And it is hilarious. Of course, it's an homage to the 90s, so graphically it's not going to be, like, perfect, but we know I don't care about graphics in games. That's not my thing. Which leads me to, right, so Wednesday stream, I'm still continuing to stream Life is Strange. Again, I didn't play it when it came out. I'm playing it now. I'm kind of still of the same mind, which is, it was a great game to watch other people play, but I'm an FPSer and it's really difficult for me to sit still and go through a story and not want to just shoot people in the face. Which would be very out of place in live stream. I mean, I guess it would be out of place. I don't know.
No, not necessarily.
It depends. And then, of course, Friday, still doing Resident Evil Requiem, because I am slow. I'm just slow at everything. And again, no spoilies. We won't be doing spoilies, but I have to say I still love the game. It's still right now currently my game of the year, but I also haven't played that much. I Grace is. I need her to go away. I need Leon. I need to shoot things. I need to carve them up with chainsaws. I need to punch things. I just need stupid, dumb fun. I don't want to think. And then
Fair enough.
Recreationally, I am still playing my absolute favorite game. I don't know if it's probably used to be my favorite forever, which is Avionic Factor. I just freaking. I'm so in love with that game. I can't stop playing it. I mean, I do have my Steam Deck hooked up in my bedroom as well, the adapter.
Oh, you got yourself a dock then?
Yeah, no, I'm playing it on the Steam Deck, which I didn't think that I would. I thought it would be like, cast it to the projector, do something, but no, I am happy with it on the Steam Deck. I just love that game. I like crafting things and making my bases. I mean, I'm under the world threat. Like, I'm in, like, the world is under threat. And I'm making my base look beautiful. Because that is how it should be. No, I'm actually, crafting, like, my armor is not. I need to get it back up because I was sneaking around in my invisible armor too long that all of the enemies got stronger than me. So now I have to get strong enough to actually fight the enemies, and I love that game. I love it. I cannot say enough good things about it. But with that said, and then always Vampire Survivors. That's it.
Yeah, just to go back to it with RE Requiem. Whereabouts did you finish with on your stream?
Just before the Leon. According to Brit, it's just before the big Leon part.
Okay, so you've without going too far into it, you went down the hole.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And you're in the hole.
Yes. I always am. Yes. What's I gonna say? Oh, it's doing a segue. Oh, it's doing a great segue. That's all right. With that said, that's enough about these games. We're gonna talk about another game, and the rest of the show is about it. Nana, I'm gonna toss it to you. And you're going to do a wonderful introduction, and then we're going to I really would like for Tim and Alex to kind of say a little bit about themselves and what they do, and a little bit about the company, and a little bit about the game, and, it'll go from there. Nana, over to you!
Thank you very much, Kiley. So yeah, like I said before, I was pretty interested in this game because I'm a big fan of, like, platformers, 2D, 3D, so I was very curious. I wanted to interview them. And I also had an interesting experience with Kickstarter, which we'll get to, but I was just interested in what the game was like and what's been motivating them to make it. So could Alex and Tim just give, like, a quick introduction of themselves, please?
Sure, yeah. So I am Alex, the director of GalXE Games, and we are making the game Multiplanetary. And Tim?
Yep. I am I'm a programmer, and I sort of just kind of, when I joined the project, my main goal was just to get the code in the right direction because it was a little messy. And then I also have a bit of a background in animation, and I'm trying to figure out modeling. I'm not the best at it, but
hey, we all gotta start somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. So, but for the most part, writing the code.
That's pretty good. I mean, that is pretty dang good. I'm not gonna lie. Also, you should never ever look at my Blender stuff from 15 years ago. It's
and,
bad. I showed Nana before, but yes, go on now.
Yeah, we're missing two other members. Austin, I believe his name was. He's doing the music, and
yep.
Austin
and Chase.
Yeah, we're missing two other ones there. One is helping with the music. One I think is doing, like, animation.
Story voice acting.
Yeah. Okay. Story voice
acting. Oh, that's so cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love this. Yes.
And I watched some stuff to get myself up to speed, obviously. But you guys were making games as well under like a different name when you guys were like in middle school, I believe.
Yes, so we actually all met when we were in elementary school. Most of us met through a church, but some of us met through school.
Yes.
But we started making games pretty much as soon as we met each other. We started a little company called Silver Key Games when we were 12.
I love it so much.
So you guys were like making Flash games, I think?
No, they were Windows games, like native app,
right.
but we never published them anywhere because we were 12. We had a little website that they would go on.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
Alex used Game Maker Studio, and I was like super big into Scratch, which is sort of like a thing where you can make little games with like little puzzle pieces, blocks of code. So that was my introduction to programming. But around the same time, I was also getting into HTML, so I also remember making the website, and I made like funny little graphics and icons in GIMP.
Oh,
I was just like trying to throw that together. And I think one of our old websites I actually found on like a USB drive recently when I was like cleaning out some stuff. And I was just looking at it, and it's like filled with spelling errors and stuff. Like we did not know how to properly make a website.
That's how it goes usually.
Yeah.
In the chat, if you guys can see, I just sent a screenshot of our first game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna have to have a look now. So, hang on.
Yeah, I have to look. I know this is.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah.
Whoa, that takes me back some
Oh,
years.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I had a friend that used to use that, so it's like that's very nostalgic. So that's awesome.
So you would just to quickly go into it. So you would say there's only 4 members of the team all working on this at the moment, or have you got outside assistance elsewhere?
So we do have some outside assistance, more just on like we have a guy that's a teacher that is just reviewing our scripts and helping write them.
Excellent.
But 4 official members of the team.
That's really good. That's actually, this is gonna sound funny, but that's actually a bigger team than some of the developers we have interviewed.
I mean, if you
one
remember,
that's just-
Claire Morwood was
I was
like
gonna
literally
say!
like one person made
One
the whole
person.
game, and then
Yeah.
it was like the music.
Mhm.
Like she made the music as well.
So that's pretty good. That is excellent because you can keep each other motivated and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it
So
probably does
it-
also help as well that you're like long-term friends as well, because
yes.
it just makes the whole collaboration process a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yep, the current game I actually started as a solo dev for about 5 months before I went and got the band back together.
Yes.
Everyone needs a solo project from time to time just to get the creative juices flowing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now I'm picturing in that part in Anchorman when he's getting the news team back together. we reference that a lot here.
Speaking of you, that solo project that started out as a Ratchet and Clank fan game. Can you like describe your process behind that?
Yeah, so I found a website that just had model rips of the old Ratchet games.
Yeah.
Was it a model resource?
Yep, I believe so.
Yeah.
And this was around the time that I was teaching myself programming in Unity again, because I like Tim said, I had used Game Maker Studio my whole life, but I wanted to get into 3D. And so
Unity's good. Yeah.
Yes, I love Unity, except for some of their corporate decisions.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me that twice.
Out of here.
But yeah, so pretty much I just set out I wanted to see what some of the PS2 Ratchet levels would look like with modern features like ray tracing and lighting.
Yeah.
And so I just put together a quick little demo and posted a video of it, and it got like 1,000 likes or something in a Ratchet fan group.
Nice.
So I was like, yeah, I'll just make this my own game now.
That's awesome. Yeah, I noticed your icon over here on Discord right away. So
Yep.
that is amazing. So okay, is it fair to say that all four of you are self-taught, or is this, have you been getting education for it or all that kind of thing?
50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do have I went to college for computer science, so I have
Yes.
I have that background. But before I even went to college was when I
Yes.
kind of self-taught myself programming.
I think
anything
that's
with
how everyone starts.
anything with like animation and Blender though, that was all self-taught for me. Like that was just sort of a hobby I had in high school. I actually kind of got into making like Minecraft animated intros.
Yes.
For like YouTubers and stuff. So
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I got pretty decent at animating and even things like After Effects and stuff. But
yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. That's the same path I was taking. So I can relate.
Yeah. But
my stuff looks terrible though.
I sometimes I look at my old stuff and I'm like, I could definitely do better now. But
I feel like everyone does that though.
yeah, you're always gonna be your worst critic.
That's true, but I did proudly put mine on YouTube. Like I thought everyone was going to love it, and I went back and looked at it not that long ago. I was like, "Oh, let's make this private now."
Yeah.
So that's good. That's very good. That is it. But I have noticed that a lot of people who are, into game graphics, gaming programming, all that, especially with concerning gaming, it's a lot of self-taught. Even music, it's a lot of self-taught, learned type things, and I respect that. I just do. Because that's how I learned. So I'm like, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do the whole school thing. I had to self-teach myself.
Yeah. No. I'm not a good student.
No, I get that. Once I got to a certain point with education, I was like, I've had enough. I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Although the UK's way better about that here than the US. So the UK, you can just walk away from school when you're 16.
Yep. Yeah, no, I never went to school for it or anything, but in like 2008, I did have like C# the beginning programming guide.
Yes. Yes. That's
Back
probably
before
where
YouTube.
I stopped. Yeah, I think I stopped at C# before YouTube, and then taught myself. Here's the thing: I taught myself ActionScript 3, and I got someone was going to pay me to create a weather app in ActionScript 3, and then guess what happened? They folded Flash and said, "Nope, we're not doing Flash anymore. We're not supporting Flash." And I was like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" I learned all that for nothing. So I'm on board with that. So can you tell us a little bit about the game itself, what it's about, and
So you are an astronaut that works for a giant corporation that controls the whole galaxy.
Okay.
And in the galaxy, the robots that the company has created have started to be violent, and you work with the CEO you're pretty much his errand boy. Well, he figures out what's going on here.
Interesting. I like that. Little echoes of a game called Systemic Shock. So, System Shock.
System Shock, yeah. I was going to say
Systemic Shock is
okay.
the book. That's a book. System Shock is the game that did BioShock. Was the kind of like spiritual successor. Not successor, predecessor. Wow.
Words.
Words. How do they work? So in this endeavor, who's come up with the story? Is it a collaborative effort? How does that work?
So initially I came up with pretty much all of it in the 5-month solo period. But it was very bare bones. It like pretty much everything that existed was what I just said to you that I pitched to the guys.
That's excellent.
And since then, we do a meeting every Wednesday where we sit down for a few hours together and check in.
So good.
And sometimes we all agree on things, and sometimes it's us going, no, the story should go this way at each other for 5 hours. But yeah, no,
Those are the best ones.
it's a big collaborative effort. Like a lot of the bones were there when I was a solo dev, but a lot of fleshing it out has been thanks to the boys.
And how long would
That's
you say
very
that you've been working on this so far?
Since September 2024 is is the day I started the project.
That's quite recent, yeah.
Wow,
And
okay.
then the boys joined sometime in February.
Excellent,
Okay.
excellent. That's
Oh,
actually,
pilot.
that's a pretty good development cycle there. That's not too long at all. I actually
No.
thought
Yeah, no,
you
we've-
say like 2020. I was gonna be like, oh, did you get waylaid by the lockdowns and stuff?
Yeah, no, we've managed to keep it pretty tight. We've been hitting like conventions in the area for advertising and to get some good
Nice.
connects with the local game scene.
Yeah, buddy, hell yeah.
Did you
heck
dis-
yeah. Oops. I wasn't
That's
supposed to say that.
Could you describe your experience going around the U.S. convention scene? Because I've never heard anyone speak about it.
Oh, it's so far we've only been to 3 events run by the conventions, and they have all been run by 2D Con, which is our local gaming convention. And they've all been just incredible experiences so far. We got invited to show our game and our trailer at the Mall of America, which is the biggest
Oh,
mall in the
yes.
country.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so we had our trailer on the big screen looping all day, and we had our demo front and center.
Oh, that must
Um,
have felt really good.
Oh, it was awesome. And that was like
Yeah.
actually on the 4th of July.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Oh. But then
Even
we hit 2D Con proper August that year. We were in the indie hallway where it was just, all great indie developers lined up
Yes.
with tables.
Mm.
And
I
I
love
just
conventions.
love getting to see people in person play the game.
Yes.
And
Oh.
so
I
we
bet
actually
that-
ended up winning the award for best gameplay in the show at that convention.
Nice.
Oh, that's so good.
And we got invited back to the much bigger Twin Cities Con, where we were actually the only indie game on show. And that
Oh,
was
wow.
awesome.
So
Yeah,
were
that-
you around like the AAA type? Were they there? Like,
No.
No, we were right next to the Mario Kart booth where kids would go play Mario Kart.
Well,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what happened with that one is the 2D Con had like an entire room at that convention, so like they sort of had like their own space, and we just kind of
Oh,
got
that's
invited to like
cool.
set up in their area.
Oh,
but it was
that's
still really nice of
neat.
them, and it was
yeah,
cool.
that's very nice of them. That's very cool. It's also cool that you got to be next to Mario Kart.
Yeah, no, I definitely skipped over there a couple of times that day.
Of course, you've got to have a break
I-
sometime, right?
I was gonna say I love
Yeah.
conventions so much. Like that's where you discover so many new indie. We're big,
Yep.
big supporters of indie games here.
Yeah.
And we've all. I was gonna say me and Pete, but me, Pete, and Nana, we've all been to conventions. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Focus conventions, and I just enjoy
Well, yeah,
it so much.
there was several games that we picked up at like WASD a couple of years ago that we played, and we were like, "Wow, these are
Oh, yeah.
like absolutely incredible!" Like
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Tiny Terry's Turbo Trip
still
and
love
stuff like
that.
that. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous game,
I love that game.
but they're an incredible showcase for indie developers to be able to show off their game, and it's always great when you can be able to like show it off to the public. So I would imagine that obviously the feedback that you had from the general going public was all positive, really.
Oh yeah, no, we everybody loved it that I saw play it. It's always like terrifying when they find
Yes.
a glitch in front of you and you're like, "Oh my god, I have to fix this," or the machine crashes or something.
Just
A lot
just
of no
say that-
clipping.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I've been to plenty of conventions where I have seen that happen, and you see the absolute panic in their faces, going, "Quick, reboot!"
Just be like, look, Bethesda does it.
You'd be very surprised working at the conventions though. Like, so we have a sign next to our computer that says like, "This is only for this game."
Yeah.
How many
Oh,
kids
God.
come up and are like, "Can I play Fortnite on this
I
computer?"
knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
Oh goodness gracious!
It's like,
yeah.
I'm afraid to say no, because this is only for this. Can you not
Yeah.
believe?
Nope.
Are you going to start doing
You
the
can play this,
Simpsons? Can I
though.
tap the sign? I'm going to tap the sign.
Well, but you can always lie to them and be like, "Yes, it's Fortnite."
Yeah, this is just the new game mode. This is the new map.
Exactly. Tell your parents you want it now. But no, it is a good place to get good feedback and stuff like that. So where do you foresee everything over the next while, like full release and stuff? And also, what platforms, I guess, are you shooting for?
So currently we are shooting for PC only, but we would
Yes,
absolutely
right now.
love for that to change. But that all
It's a
depends
weird time
on
right now.
how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But so we are hoping to launch later this year.
That's,
we don't.
quite ambitious.
Yes, we very much don't want it to turn into another 5-year indie project that
Yeah.
never comes out.
Mhm.
Those happen a
Um,
lot.
But I think where we are at in development now, we are at a very good state to say it should come this year.
So you're
Um,
not looking for a publisher or anything.
We were, but just it was exhausting to send all those emails and meet
Yes.
with them. And we met with one publisher, I won't say their name, but they were like, "Our game before you 100% used AI and we weren't involved at all." And it's like, I just don't want to work with you.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes
so
sense, yeah.
Yeah.
That does lead to the next question. I'm trying to be unbiased, but can you tell I've got stank face? What are your thoughts on AI in development?
I personally wouldn't mind if a solo developer used it for like prototyping, as long as none of it touches the final product.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
in that
we
respect,
have none in our final product.
okay. So in that respect, like the thing that was happening with Larian Studios, where they were using it for like concept arting, that you wouldn't necessarily have an issue with stuff like that, so long as that sort of stuff didn't make it into the full game.
We personally do not do that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have an issue buying a game that did.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think the kind of stance, and of course I'm speaking for Pete and Nana, and they can absolutely correct me on this. The stance that I have is that AI is a great tool, and I think as long as it's used as a tool, it is A-okay, because I mean I can see it making things more efficient or whatever. But as soon as they start doing DLSS5,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We'll get into that proper next week,
Yeah.
I think.
next week.
Mhm.
But when you start using, so like there was a game that I played on stream not that long ago. No One Wants to Die. It's what it was called, and I was like loving this, and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't more popular, more well known. Everything like that. Come to find out, I mean, it was an indie game, but they had used AI, but not told everyone they used AI, and they were using AI for like front-facing stuff. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just was like, it was absolutely eviscerated. There was so much potential in that game. It could have been great, but they ruined it themselves. So anyway, so
Yeah,
it's
no, I
it's
would-
very good to hear that. Yeah.
I would never trust AI with a creative decision, but if you're going to use it to like spell check yourself or something, that's totally fine.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
I think that.
Oh, go on.
I was just saying, I think that, and I even think running your code through it to just kind of see what works, using it as a tool, maybe making suggestions. I don't personally have a problem with that. I'm not a very strong coder, which is probably why I'm like, yes, that's fine. but,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know before I joined the project, Alex had used I don't know if it was Copilot or something, but he had some of his code helped with an AI
helps.
coding, and I actually kind of like started looking at it, and I was a little more critical of it. I was like, some of there's some repeated stuff here. There's some like it's not being very contextually aware. It's using outdated things in Unity, like I don't if you know any programming, like I think there's like async stuff now in C#, and so you don't really want to use coroutines anymore, but it still technically works. And so the code, the AI stuff seemed to generate a lot of coroutines because that's what it knows. It looks
exactly. That's
what's out there. So,
yes, exactly.
I'm a bit critical of it, but I would treat it sort of like back in the day of how like programmers would copy and paste things from Stack Overflow. Yes. It's don't copy and paste it. You can look at it, have it help you. You can try to learn from it, but just make sure you understand the code. Like don't just let it do its thing. Like make sure you actually understand what's happening.
You're not wrong because I was a copy paster changing the little parameters to fit my whatever project I was working on. That does not, you don't learn anything.
Yeah.
You go to JS libraries and everything, so
I did remember like you guys had like a pretty like bad experience with Kickstarter where it failed. So like if you could just like explain like your mental stresses maybe during that point, or in like how you chose to pivot to making your assets by yourself.
So yeah, we initially this was a like immediately as soon as I got the team together. I was like, we're going to do a Kickstarter in like 4 months because I initially thought the game could come out last year. But I was wrong.
Ambitious.
Alex is pretty ambitious.
Yeah, but that's what you need for a director, so that's good.
That's true, 'cause I tend to procrastinate, but his ambition sort of forces me, okay, I gotta get stuff done. Especially like when the convention started happening, like that started rolling around, I started like pulling all-nighters because I was like, okay, I've been procrastinating, I need to lock in now.
The level that we showed at the cons actually looked entirely different like 12 hours before the con started.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, no, so we did the Kickstarter and we tried to set it at kind of a low goal because we hadn't done much like we were trying to do the Kickstarter based on one trailer we had released.
Right.
And we did. I'm pretty proud of how we did. I think we hit about 1,200 of our 5,000 goal or something like that. But
not bad.
Good,
we just didn't hit the finish line, and at that point, we said we had already put too much work in for the game not to come out.
Yeah,
well,
I mean
that makes sense. Yeah.
Like I think some of us too on the team just didn't really fully understand how Kickstarter works because like in my mind I was like, oh, this is just like extra funding so we can add more to the game because like we always intended to just like put our own time and energy into the project, and eventually we'll have something to release, whether it's like we're just using our free time, right, and our own skills. So we never really like we're like, oh, if the Kickstarter fails, we're not going to make the game. Like we were just like looking for extra funding so we could like get like a modeler and stuff, and some of the skills are as a team we're kind of lacking. We need a little help with. And so we probably should have just had the goal a lot lower since we knew we were gonna make it either way. But we're kind of new to this, so we were like, oh, let's just set it to a number. We were like, oh, if we had this, we could probably work full time on it, right? Like we could get this done quickly, Just I don't know. We were kind of ambitious with that one too.
Yeah.
That's all right. I don't know how it works either.
Yeah, so that leads me into it. So for those who don't really understand how Kickstarter works, can you sort of explain how it works based on your experience of it?
Yeah. So you set up your page with all your advertising and explanations on it, and you set a dollar amount that you have to hit in 30 days or you get nothing.
Ooh,
and it
okay.
refunds everybody. Websites like GoFundMe, I believe you still get, like, if you set 5,000 as your goal and you only make 2,000, you still get it, I believe.
Okay.
Right.
But
okay, I didn't
with
really.
Kickstarter,
so
it's all or nothing.
Yeah, so Kickstarter, you have to hit that before it can actually be properly funded.
Oh
Yo.
wow.
Oh
Okay.
man, that must be really
That-
disappointing to see that number start going up and then go, oh, we've not hit our goal. Oh, that means nothing then.
Yeah, I believe
that
it hit-
sucks.
I believe it hit the 1,200 we got in the first, like, 4 days from our trailer and advertising. And we
Yeah.
were like, at this pace, we're going to way more than exceed it. And then it just never went up again.
Ah, I didn't know that's how it works.
No, I think that's probably why people start putting in like incentives, like Kickstarter goals in there to try and see if they can hit
Yeah.
funding, like, for that respect.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
Funny enough, one of our Kickstarter goals, if we hit our funding and got extra, was we were going to make the game fully, like, co-op. And we decided to do that anyways. So now the game is fully online co-op.
Nice.
So
That's
a good
actually
thing
very
did
good.
come out of the Kickstarter as a result. You were already
Yes.
planning features for the game.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, sort of what happened there too is I was like, wait, this looks easy, because I was reading the documentation on like split screen, and
Yeah.
apparently that was something Alex struggled with, and I was like looking at it, I'm like, oh no, you just need to do this, and then it started to just within a couple hours I had a working version of like 2-player instances
That
in the game.
is so cool. That is very cool.
And then it then took a lot longer to like figure out some of the things that broke with it, like the UI obviously had to be reconsidered with the split screen and stuff, and so
Yeah.
it did end up taking a lot of work to make it fully functional, but just the bare minimum getting 2 controllers working was
Yeah.
actually very easy from
Like
my
a proof of
experience. So
concept. Yeah, that's
Yeah, can you go and give that experience to some of the AAA developers because they can't work out how the tree works?
right.
It's like, yeah. Oh gosh, Halo when it first came out. That is absolutely excellent. So I always ask this question of developers, and they always are shocked. But have you thought about what's next?
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they
We
teach you
definitely
response.
have thoughts. I have, like, in my head, if we did a trilogy, I would love to go here, but it's
Yeah.
all contingent on how the
How this
first
looks.
game feels and how I'm feeling in a year.
Yeah. That's true. That's very true. It is interesting because we have had devs on here who made their indie game, let's say 5, 6, 7 years ago, and they are just pushing that game and that game only. And then you have the devs that are like, oh, I made this game, 18 months ago, and I'm ready for the sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we definitely have a bunch of game ideas as a team and little game jam ideas that we might break off and make at some point. But for now, we're hard focused on finishing this one and then seeing what's next after.
Yeah.
That's very, very good.
So, based on the fact, obviously, you've got a demo up for the game, how difficult was it creating an actual snapshot of the game just for this small slice, basically? Did you have to do anything completely different, or is it basically just a level that's ripped out from the main game?
It's just the first level ripped out from the main game.
Okay.
That's the best way to do it. Yeah. Yeah. Because that gets people like all interested in stuff. They're like, I want to keep playing.
And it is a very early, especially what is on Steam right now, that build is probably from last August. And so there is so much even like right now that has changed. I would say that's more of an alpha build that we just released to get a little hype going.
Sure.
That's excellent.
Could you describe your experience with Steam Next Fest like over time? Because I'm
Yes.
sure you've been in multiple, and I've seen like it's beginning to not work for us, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it really worked for us because we didn't get as like we had a bunch of YouTubers, well, like 10 YouTubers and smaller YouTubers play our game, and we never got that many wish lists from it. Of course, at that point, our demo was in a way earlier state. The next fest was almost based off of the solo dev progress.
Right.
But sadly, as a dev, you can only be in one Next Fest with one game. And so
really?
Yes, so we could not enter Multiplanetary into one. We didn't know that either.
Yeah.
That's really disappointing, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Because I have to say, so I stream Next Fest demos, and I'm not gonna lie, Nana knows this. The last 2 Next Fests have not been the best.
Yes.
But I wonder now if it's because of that. Like, I didn't know you couldn't like resubmit and stuff like that. That's wild.
Yes.
That's
no.
wild.
I wish I would have known that going in. Otherwise, we would have picked one way closer to release date.
Yeah.
That was
oh
actually
my
going to be
gosh.
my next question if that was the case, but yeah.
That is a rare miss on Steam's part, I think, or on Valve's part rather.
Yeah. Yeah, no, after watching a bunch of YouTubers about it, it is apparently you are supposed to hit the one like immediately before release date.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
I've definitely seen some indie devs not do that. Because I've definitely downloaded some probably what I would consider alpha builds, and then have wondered, well, where's this game or whatever, and it's 100%. It must be exactly what you said. They just released a demo way too early.
Or they've had really adverse like reaction to it that they've stopped development entirely.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is.
I will say though, I don't regret releasing a demo, because like getting that, some people actually playing it, like we have some play testers, but like they're mostly friends, and some of them aren't really like super gamers and stuff, like they're not breaking the game. But like releasing it and then seeing streamers and stuff play the game, they were like breaking the game and or just having crashes and stuff, and things we didn't find on our own. So it's like it was good, just as like new developers and not having proper play testers or like anything like that.
That's good to hear, because that is something that I do as a streamer, and I don't do it out of like meanness or spite. I'm literally trying to,
please break people's games.
I try to, go outside the bounds and see what I can get away with and break it, essentially, but only for positive reasons, not for negative.
That's exactly why AAA developers have QA testers, so they can break the game in ways that that you as developers would never know how to.
Unless they're Microsoft and they fired their whole QA
I mean,
team. There,
let's be honest. Yes, I was trying to allude that. All right.
AI cannot test games anyway.
No, it can barely write code for games. We've clearly established this today.
Yeah.
But I think that's wonderful. Like, there is a YouTuber that I absolutely adore called Let's Game It Out, and he will take games, he will break them intentionally, again with all like good reasons, not bad. And sure enough, the creators of Satisfactory, which are the GOAT game that I love, Goat Simulator. They're actually, that's them.
Coffee Stain, you mean?
Yeah, I didn't know that was Coffee Stain. But anyway, or one of the factory games. They love him for that, because they're like, exactly, like, we don't have the game testers to do this, to push our games to the limit. So it's very reassuring to hear that, because I love doing that. I will push a game all the way out, but it's because I love it. I want it to, do positive things.
Yeah. So with that said, what's the funniest way that someone's broken your game so far?
Tim, do you remember any specific ones?
Was there anything that was like surprising? Like, oh my gosh, I forgot to add a bracket, and that's what happened.
I think the funniest one off the top of my head is, so at the end of the demo level, there's a car that you're supposed to hop on, and it like drives you to the next section.
Right.
But when people were playing co-op, one of them would get on, the car would drive away and never come back, and player two would what do I do?
That's very good.
Oh,
That
brilliant.
is
Yeah.
good.
And then at some point, I think we just made it actually teleport everybody with the cutscene instead of
Yeah.
that. And so,
Mhm.
That's pretty
but
funny.
yeah, it
though.
was funny. It was I think I almost want to say I think it was like a kid and his dad, and his dad was like, where are you going with them? It was something like that, yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that was just like an oversight. Like we didn't really think about that. Just like,
Exactly that. Aw,
yeah.
that's
And
great.
then
It's,
yeah.
it's all the things
Other
that you
than
have to
that-
learn being like new developers. It's always fun,
Well,
isn't it?
there's so much stuff you don't think about, and then someone comes along and they're like, "Oh, what if I do this?" And you're like, "I literally never thought of that."
Yeah.
There was a guy that figured out if you jumped off a specific building, you would hit the cutscene trigger so that when you die, you would spawn at the end checkpoint.
Nice.
See, that's the kind
Yeah.
of stuff I like to do. I'm like, yes, like the speedrunners. It's like they
Yes.
figure out some of the craziest stuff.
They
We had the
do, yeah.
demo down to an 11-second speed run or something like that at one point.
Oh wow.
There is
Wow.
actually. I'm not gonna say what it is because I want people to find it, but there are like some bugs that we're just going to leave in there because they're not
Yeah.
like super game breaking, but they're fun. They're enjoyable, but they're like weird enough where it's like people aren't gonna accidentally find them.
Well, I mean, think about like Hitman, like the throwing the briefcase and it
Yeah,
tracks
yeah,
the
things
person,
like that.
and now it's in the game officially. Like they were
Yeah.
like, you know what? Nah, we're just gonna just codify it, just put it in there. Everybody loves it, so
It's okay because
So bugs
Bethesda
can be
calls them
good.
features.
that's right. It's not a bug; it's a feature.
Yeah, we definitely want to make our game speed runnable and like have that in mind.
Yeah.
I even it's mainly just a development thing, but I have like a button I can press and it pulls up like a timer with your speed, just like I don't know. I was just like I want to see how fast you can get, and so
Nice.
I just made a UI for that just so that I can like do my own little speed run tests of some of the
Yes.
levels. But yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. No.
Yeah. But Nana, do you have any more questions? Because I know I've been talking over you.
I got no more. I think I'm good.
Excellent. So okay, you guys were talking about like you kind of have thought about the future. So once you release on Steam, because it's totally gonna. I assume you're going to release on Steam.
Yep.
Yeah, I made a big assumption there. Are you gonna maybe pursue, like Nintendo or I know we kind of briefly touched on it, but I know the kind of like it's an unstable market at the time. We don't know what consoles are coming out in the next, couple of years or whatever. But have you thought about, Nintendo? And they're the most stable. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, I would love to get a Switch 2 dev kit, or the game could potentially even run on a Switch 1 if we pared it down a lot.
Right.
But I would love to get access to one of those dev kits and put the game on there. I would consider PS5 and Xbox as well. I've heard that Xbox is the easiest to get onto.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
they
it's
have
like
been
a
for
dev
years,
a
yeah.
dev mode that's on the Series X and S, I think. It's only a small fee, I believe.
Yes, I had a dev mode Xbox at one point. I don't remember what the fee is, but I had a build of an older game I was working on running on Xbox, but you have to like go through hoops to publish.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to go through all the check-in and the verification and however long it takes to get all of that done, I guess.
Yep.
They used to have such a robust indie support system, and then I guess they were the strongest ones out of all of them, and then Steam came along and they kind of took up the banner, I guess. But yeah, I don't really understand the direction anything's going in right now. So I'm a big proponent of Steam, especially for indie games. Yeah, I think they are probably the strongest direction to go in.
What we can say is we are very much targeting Steam Deck hardware.
I will admit that actually I wanted to play the demo and I went to go and try and load it up on Steam Deck and it wasn't working, so I was like, oh.
Interesting. It should. You might have to set Proton version, because I was running it on my Steam Deck.
Okay, well that might be an issue with my Steam Deck, so I'll have a look into that. But it just, I kept trying to download it and it was like unavailable or wasn't. It just wouldn't let me download it. It was very strange. I've never seen it.
Very
before.
odd, yeah.
Yeah, I do remember something with the grass shader was like killing the FPS on the Steam Deck, so I just made like a little quick toggle in the settings to just, you know, swap that out with a different
nice.
shader. But I definitely I hope I can get that working or figure that out, because I obviously we're trying to make it run on the Steam Deck at least 60 FPS. So
Most of the time you hit it.
most of the time it was just like one shader. I was like, I wonder why this is killing just the Steam Deck. Like it's.
But I'm not gonna lie, so I play a lot of games that are not optimized for the Steam Deck on the Steam Deck, abiotic factor being the number one. And thank goodness I only care about 30 frames per second. I can't really see anything over 30 frames per second because I have weird eyes. But
sorry.
even abiotic factor
Just
is...
went to emulate it and it just, you can't really see it. It just says an error has occurred whilst installing Multiplanetary demo. Invalid platform.
Interesting. Okay, I will be
strange.
spending my night looking into that.
Okay, so it might not just
yeah,
be me going completely mad then.
Yeah, because I will try and get it on the Steam Deck as well. But yeah, Steam Deck has got some interesting quirks.
Yes.
I can imagine.
sure.
Yeah. I still say, you know, it's a great handheld. I still support it. I'm still glad I made the decision to get it. But it's definitely got its quirks, for sure. Dropping frame rates being the number one for me.
Yeah, I absolutely still would have bought mine again, but
Yeah. Like I am glad I chose it. I just bought mine like 3 weeks ago. Because my logic is, and I've said this on the show, and I'm gonna keep saying it, we don't know what's gonna happen with consoles. I'm gonna be very honest. If the new Xbox comes out, I can't pay $1,100. I cannot pay $1,100 for an Xbox.
Yeah.
In principle, I can't physically pay that, but also just in principle. So I'm like, let's try handhelds for a while, see how that goes.
Yeah. I'm sort of in the same vein. I've owned mine for about a year, and I'm starting to move more exclusively over to a PC platform now from being a console gamer my entire life. And that's because I think the ecosystem itself on Steam is just generally a lot better than it is on consoles, because there's a lot more support for indie developers like yourself as well. I know you said Steam Next Fest unfortunately didn't really work out for you guys, but who knew, man? The platform itself is a lot more vibrant and more friendly towards indie developers, I would say.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Which again is disappointing, because I kid you not, on the Xbox 360, they really did support indie. That's why we got like Meat Boy, Super Meat Boy, and Limbo,
Explosion
and
Man.
Braid, and Explosion Man. Yes, all of that came from Xbox support of indie, and then they just flittered into the wind.
Yeah, it's odd because they were like big supporters of Cuphead as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, they were.
Like that, and like Moon Studios with Warrior and stuff like that too. But,
and then Steam just kind of said, okay, we'll take the mantle. So I'm glad about that. And everything. So what has been, from the beginning, what has been the toughest part for you individually, but you as also a company, a team, in making this game?
I would definitely say handling creative disputes has been the toughest part. But again, we are all great friends, so we get over all of them pretty quickly. And I think at the end of the day, it is for the benefit of the game that we are all very passionate about it.
Yes, that's very good.
Definitely helps.
Tim, what about you? Same question.
I was going to say moving platforms. 100%. I've spent so many hours just trying to work it out, and I'm still running into some edge cases, and I'm just like, why does the math should be easy? Why is it just?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just but I don't know. I'm proud of some of the accomplishments I made in the state that it's currently in, but there's still like some edge cases where it's just like, oh, now it's messing with the gravity, and I'm like, why is it? So I was like, I was like, I'll get this done in a week, and I've spent probably over a month alone just on moving platforms.
Oh my goodness. But I do think, I will say, completely as an outside observer, you should be very proud, both of you. The whole team should be very proud for what you've put out so far.
Yes.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah, it's
and long may it continue.
Absolutely. What I've seen this game so far, I'm very thoroughly impressed that despite how little time you spent on it, how polished it actually looks. And I really wanted to play the demo before we spoke to you guys, but I just didn't have the chance to. So, but it will be something that I will definitely be playing over the next week, just so I can get an idea of what it's going to be like.
Which does lead to the next question. Great segue, Pete. Is how can they find the demo, and should they wishlist you? Yes.
I already did.
But,
yeah, so our demo is on Steam. We have the whole page for Multiplanetary up. It's just one word. And they can feel free to wishlist. We also have a Discord as our main social platform, and a Patreon as more of like a for fans.
Right.
And as far as the demo goes, we are planning on doing playtesting at some point soon, which will be offered to people in the Discord and Patreon first.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
There you go.
I am going to ask this quickly because it was brought up by Pylord in chat. Could the Steam Deck problem come down to a VPN/regional issue?
It potentially could.
Because we are in the UK, that's true. I didn't even think
Yeah, I can't say I thought about that either, so that's a fair point.
Yeah. But I had a thought and then it went away. Oh, yes, so wish listing on Steam is a good thing, right? Because somebody tried to explain that once, but I am very confused. What does wish listing do exactly for your game?
So I am pretty much as confused as you. I have been told by every YouTuber I've ever watched that it's the #1 metric I'm supposed to be shooting for. Yeah. But I guess until I see sales of the game start rolling in, I won't know if it means anything.
Yeah.
I assume that's something that publishers use to like get metrics or something.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I've been told that wish lists if 10% of your wish lists will buy the game.
Oh, okay. Well, now that's a good thing to know.
So if you have 100,000 wish lists, you can say maybe 10,000 people will buy the game.
Do you know how awesome that would be? I'm sorry, but that is very awesome.
Yeah.
But then also, you see YouTubers that are like, my wish list's only converted at 1%. It's why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's strange. Somebody, we had a guest, I think it was Claire, Pete.
Yeah.
They explained wish lists, but it was very complicated, and I am not very smart.
So as far as I know, it just means that when I put the game on sale, you get an email about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that does happen. I can verify that happens, because I wish listed a bunch of games because she said that, so I just went and wish listed a bunch of games.
Yeah.
And I get emails all the time now. Yeah.
And the thing is as well on Steam now is you've got big creators, the biggest example I would say is Skill Up, who puts put this on their radar, like wish list pages up that help developers in that respect, so it can often not push it into the algorithm for other people to see as well.
The other issue I've heard is if you do a big promotion, but you get people that are like, oh, I'll wish list that, but I'm not actually gonna buy it, it can hurt you in the long run when they send out that wish list email and only 3 people click on it.
Yeah. Huh. I guess there are people
So,
that
I
do
guess
that.
so. It's not always a positive, but then again, I guess that could also come down to like Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch as well. When you go to follow like a game, and you may not end up, seeing a return on it too.
Yep, it's like an algorithm, like YouTube or all things.
Yeah, that's what I strongly suspected it would be.
Algorithms are annoying as
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one time you can be okay with the algorithm, and then a week later, no.
Well,
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense. If they could make it make sense, because, like, we'll talk about the YouTube algorithm. First of all, as you know, sorry, I have to have a little bit of a rant. Back in August of last year, they changed the algorithm, and all of us YouTubers got penalized. Even that's even like Call Me Kevin. That's the most critical. Oh, now they have like millions, millions of subscribers, and they were getting like barely any views. And then my views were okay, and then they went to like 0. And then I was like, well, I'm done with YouTube, and it's because they changed the algorithm, and that just doesn't seem fair. I think that affects everyone. Yeah, especially if you are like an indie developer and you're trying to get your game out there, and then they just like chop the algorithm off, and they're like, nope, we're not showing this to anyone. It's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
Have you guys thought about like maybe putting it on like one of the indie shows, like The Mix? I know does stuff like maybe, I don't know, it wouldn't work for you guys, but Wholesome Direct. Have you guys thought about that?
We've definitely had thoughts about it, but since the con season in our state ended last fall, we kind of have been focusing on making the game and hoping to get a really polished demo ready for the next con season. So closer to release date, we'll definitely consider going in more things.
Okay.
Any thoughts about potentially taking it overseas to any cons outside of the US?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
We would love to.
Well, you are
Depends
close to
on
Canada.
budget for now. Yeah, Canada we could definitely hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, makes
that's a
sense.
day trip. You can do that.
It's easy.
But yeah, no, we've been considering conventions in other states.
Yeah. Well, it'd be a very long drive, but I say Houston. Houston's great.
There might be some bias there, I think,
There
possibly.
might be a little bit of bias there, but Houston's got great cons. But I guess there is, like, California has way better. Probably California has the best, actually.
I would assume, or Vegas.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. Vegas, yeah.
Well, you got, there's PAX, there's too many games.
I was going to say,
there's-
PAX, where's PAX? PAX East, that's in the East.
Yeah.
I just know it's on the East. That's all I know.
I don't know where it is usually.
But PAX is good. I always wanted to go to PAX before I left the States. Sadly, never got to, but it looks really good.
I always wanted to go to E3, but it doesn't exist ananymore.
I know. That's the dream of all of us.
One of my bucket list items that will never be fulfilled.
Yeah. We'll bring it back, Pete.
With blackjack and hookers.
That's Futurama.
Forget the E3.
Yes. But hopefully something will take its place. We've talked about live events before on this show many times. And I do think live events will make a comeback. I do. Humans, I know we're weird. I'm kind of a homebody. Some people would say I never leave the house. But even I like events with other people. Maybe not a lot of other people, but some other people. And I love conventions. So I think live events will make a comeback. I really do think so.
For sure.
And I think it's great for like getting games out, getting podcasts out, like me and Pete. Just getting things out there, networking.
Yep.
You can't beat networking. So I do. I think live events will come back. I do. And hopefully more indie type things will come back as well. We've been massively hit over here in the UK. I haven't been in the US for a while. But the UK live events, especially with indie developers, it's been the convention circuit's just been folding one by one by one. It's going bankrupt. Yeah, it's not been great.
Yeah, there's one big one in London that happens now, and the indie section is a little bit not great, let's say.
Are you talking about Comic-Con?
Unfortunately so.
Yeah, it's now more comics than video games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's very disappointing.
Yeah, no, 2D Con has been very, great to all the indies I've seen.
Oh, that's
We had a
good.
nice big room with, 40 developers.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's very good.
Well, yeah, that was somewhat similar to what it was like with a con that we had here called WASD.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
they
say,
had
I
a
think we had 40
big, they had a big
developers,
indie section, but they also had something
they're all
called the Left Field Collection, which was really small studios, 1 to 2, maybe 4 people, and they just had a long booth of 20, 30 setups basically of all these unusual and quaint games, and I thought that was always really cool, but then unfortunately the convention scene over here is just dying a death.
It's just dying, yeah. I don't think it's going to stay dead. I really don't. I'm an optimist by nature, but I think it's going to make a comeback. So it is good to hear that the U.S. is still doing well with the cons. Because, what happens in the U.S. does eventually happen over here in the U.K. It just takes 2 or 3 years. But then it works out. So that's very good. Okay, well, I think we're getting towards the end.
We are. So Nana put a call out for questions in our chat. We have got one, which is from Pylord, who wants to know, what is your favourite pie?
Yes.
Oh.
Pretty on brand for Pylord.
I know, but I'm also curious.
Split between banana cream and pecan.
Oof. Pecan. Oh, those are both good, actually. What about you, Tim? Do you have a favorite pie?
Either French silk or can I just say the number? 3.14159265258.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
That's very good.
One of those two.
Hooray for nerd jokes. God love 'em.
That's great. Also, it's good on you for having it memorized past 3.14.
That was in elementary school. I just was I'm gonna just start memorizing digits, and I don't know why.
Oh, I just wanted to be superior. That's why.
They never went away. But I also I haven't tried to memorize more since I was a kid. But I also it just stuck.
It's just so ingrained in your memory. That's it.
I've definitely met people that know significantly more digits than me, but it's they just don't go away. And yet sometimes I forget my own phone number. So.
Oh my gosh. No, I don't even. I actually literally don't know my phone number to this day because it's not. Why would I know it?
Kylie, I think you often forget you have a phone, let alone a phone number.
That's true. I never use my phone. This is true.
I don't remember the last time I made a proper phone call. This is a social media device.
Yes, exactly. It's either WhatsApp or Discord. Yeah, that's literally it. Used
Pretty
to be
much.
Skype back in the day, but I haven't used Skype in
It's dead.
ever. Since
It
bought
doesn't
it.
exist
Yeah.
anymore. No, it's not even that they bought it. They just
It doesn't exist.
No,
doesn't
they
exist,
folded it.
Wow.
It's now just Teams.
Oh, Teams. Yeah, I've never used Teams.
Terrible.
But I know that. Yeah. I have used Slack before. In fact, I used Slack before I used Discord. But now I don't even use Discord. What am I gonna lie? Everybody, chat's gonna be like, Kyle, you don't respond to anything. I don't.
That is true.
I
don't have to wait for chat. I can tell you that yourself.
Yes. I live in a cave, and once Twitter became X, I was done. I spent so much time doom scrolling on Twitter. That was most of my day. And then it became X, and I went, you know what? This isn't for me anymore. And then I'm also old. So So now I just don't use the phone. I just play video games all day. That's
Fair
it.
enough. Right, yeah, that was the only question we had.
Right. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed having you guys. Well, I say we. I try not to speak for Pete and Nana, but I always end up speaking for them, and I'm trying not to.
It's fine.
So
in this case, you are incredibly accurate.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we have enjoyed having you guys on. We would love to have you on again when the game goes, full. I was gonna say full alpha. That's not it. Fully live.
Into full release. Sorry, is what.
Fully release. Yeah.
Oh,
My God, I can't even. We can't both speak today. It's terrible.
But see, it's like 9 o'clock. What time is it here?
9 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah, 9. Yeah.
It's time for my channel. Because I'm old.
What has happened?
Because I'm old and I go to bed early. I don't, though. I go to bed at 3 a.m. That's never changed. That's just a thing. It just doesn't, I don't know. But yes, we would love to have you guys back on when it does go to full release, and we'll totally blast it out there, and everyone can get it. But right now, please go wish list it, and yes, Pylord. Kiley doesn't respond to anything. I don't.
So those listening live, I have stuck that in the live chat right now. For those listening and watching on YouTube, Spotify in the future, or right now, it will be in the show notes as well for the Steam page.
Yes, please do it. I ask you.
Please do, yes.
Yes. And also, thank you, Nana, for bringing them to the show.
Yeah.
We appreciate that, too. And we also appreciate you, Nana.
No
I don't say that
problem.
enough.
I mean,
I
you
should say that more.
You do so much for the show. We wouldn't be
really
where we are without you, to be fair. So thank you very much. And obviously,
No
thank you guys for
problem.
coming on. We really appreciate you taking time out of your day.
Yes.
And you're clearly very busy schedule developing the game to talk to us about it.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's been a delight, as they say. But yes, give us a little quick rundown again. Where the name of the game, where they can find it, and if you guys have public social medias that you want people to follow, maybe the whole like the company itself or whatever. So Alex, I'll ask you first to give a quick rundown, and then Tim, if you want people to follow you, where they can find you.
Perfect. Yeah, so we are developing Multiplanetary. It is on Steam for wish listing. We also have we have a YouTube, a Twitter, a Facebook. We do some devlogs on our YouTube. We are hoping to do more of those.
Yes.
But our main platform that we communicate about the game is our Discord, which I just sent a link to your chat.
Excellent.
Nice.
But yeah, no, we would love to have everybody in the Discord with following the progress and getting questions about the game.
That's excellent. Yes, Pete will add that to the show notes. I'm sure you'll see me, Pete, and Nana in there as well.
Yeah, we just joined it.
Excellent. Tim, do you want to share anything?
Nope, I think Alex covered it all.
Excellent. And Nana, of course, that leaves you. Where can they find you out there in Never Never Land?
You can find me usually on Twitter at Nana_Marfo. I just make art and tweet about what's going on with games and stuff. Or you could find me on my blog at nmarfoblogs.wordpress.com. I talk about video games and anime, so if any of that interests you, please come by.
Nice.
Yes.
That will also be linked in show notes as well, for those who are not subscribed yet.
And why aren't you? No, I'm kidding.
Exactly.
But Pete, what about you? Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky, basically dealing with the socials for this show. But if you want to listen to me talking about films, you can do so on the Never Watchers podcast with my friend Kurt Lewin. We are coming back with an episode in the next coming weeks. I believe it's been decided. I think we're covering Minority Report, which is a film I've never seen before.
Well, I haven't seen it either, but it's very apt for current things that are happening.
So I've heard. So, yeah, you can check that out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a few other places. I'm not too sure where, but that's the Never Watchers podcast. Kylie, where can they find you in your streaming endeavours?
Well, you can find me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over at twitch.tv/KILEY_WILDE, where I am just streaming games because that's what I do. Right now, again, I am kind of playing around in the Bendy universe because I never played it before. Life is Strange because I never played it before. And Requiem.
Because you've never played it before.
Because I never played it before. Because it just came out. And I love it. And it's amazing. But it is, we have a lot of fun there. We're very immature. So be prepared for that. We've scared off a few people last week. But you know what? If you can't handle the immaturity, you probably wouldn't enjoy it. So... if you like Deadpool style humor, that is what we do. But other than that, I don't really do social media, though you can find me at the same exact name over on Instagram, but that is just mediocre gym CrossFit stuff. Because I'm very mediocre at it. But outside of that, I don't do social media, not for any reason, I'm just lazy. But you're absolutely welcome to join our community over on Twitch and our Discord, which is linked to my Twitch. Twitch. I'll remember all the names of these things. And then, of course, there's TikTok and YouTube. But, I mean, just do it. You'll probably see me come up regardless in your algorithm. My last one did pretty good, actually. Pete, did you see my last one? My last short? It was a Requiem one.
Yeah, I did see it.
That's kind of doing some numbers. I'm a little bit happy about that.
Good.
It's so stupid. I did a dumb thing. People like it when I do stupid things, so come watch it. Come watch the train wreck. But with that said, we do thank our wonderful guests for joining us. It's been absolutely wonderful. Again, that's Alex and Tim and their game. Go ahead and give it one last shout out. I just want you to have as much exposure as possible.
Yep.
So Alex, go ahead. One last shout out.
Go wishlist Multiplanetary on Steam and join the GalXE Games Discord.
There you go. Exactly. Excellent. Love
Do
it.
it.
Perfect. Do it. Do it now. But do it. See, I just do all my characters. But anyway, we do thank you so much for joining us. Our lovely chat and Alex and Tim and everything, and you know what, Pylord, I'm just gonna say you as well because you're in chat.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yep. So that just leaves me to say, also stick around for about 2 to 3 minutes where we do a post show over on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/rapid reviews. We just talk about nonsense for about 3 minutes, and then we say goodbye to you lovely, lovely listeners and watchers. With that said, we will see you and talk to you next week. Bye!
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Rapid Reviews Radio Podcast. You can watch the recording of the show live on Twitch every Sunday evening at 7 PM UK time at www.twitch.tv/rapidreviews. You can also watch the podcast on YouTube, search Rapid Reviews 5534, and you can also watch the video version of the show on Spotify, just search Rapid Reviews Radio. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, a rating, or a comment on this episode. You can also follow us on Twitter at rradiopod, as well as on Blue Sky at rrradiopodcast.bsky.social. Also be sure to visit rapidreviewsuk.com for all the latest reviews and previews.